Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening or good night, depending on where you are currently watching or listening to me from at the moment. Welcome to my YouTube channel where life's purpose finds expression of utmost importance. How are you doing, if I may ask? Today's topic is titled, When Purpose is Not Known, Abuse is Inevitable. Everything has a purpose, but not all purpose is known. And when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Are you abusing your life? The late Dr. Miles Moreau revealed that the greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without a purpose. Purpose is the reason that something is created, or the reason for which it exists. We all are created for a purpose by God. It is our duty to find out what that purpose is and how to fulfill it. Purpose gives life meaning and direction. The Creator is the only one that truly knows what your purpose is. There are clues everywhere, but to get hold of it, we must ask the Creator, God Himself. So let's get busy. Mr. Theonet Ted Nguruzanga explained that when you do not know the normal use or purpose of a thing, you will abuse it. Abuse is cutting from the words abnormal use. In other words, when you don't know why something exists, then you will abuse it because it is not being utilized or consumed in the way it was designed or created to function. Everything on earth has a design, and if there is a design, there must necessarily be a designer. No designer ever begins with a design. He always has a purpose, and he does a design to fulfill that intent. He further highlighted that Mr. Nguruzanga, that in structural engineering, they design structural elements to meet a required intent, usually to carry a specific load capacity and to do this safely. Similarly, the ultimate designer made everything to play specific roles and at specific times. But because something has a purpose does not mean that its purpose is known. The major reason for this is that purpose does not reside in a thing. It can only be found in the manufacturer or the designer of the thing. So if you want to find the purpose of a thing, never ask the thing, ask the manufacturer. For example, the potter and the clay, they are different. The potter is human, the clay isn't, because it's mere sand clay. So if you need any information about how the potter has fashioned or created the clay, go ask the potter. So it is the man who made the machine that knows why he made the machine. The machine does not know. If we define purpose as the original intent for the creation of anything and the desired result that made the creation necessary, then it suffices to say that this original intent is not in the product, but in the mind of the producer. I hope that makes sense. To find your purpose, start by finding your why. Always start with why. There is a reason for everything. There is a purpose to life itself. Until the purpose of anything is found, all we can do is experiment. Are you living a purpose-driven life, or you are still experimenting with your life? It's imperative that one knows their purpose. Once you find or discover your purpose in this life, it will drive you and cause you to stay focused on the things that are important. Winner's Ways article by Bukola Eden gave a few illustrations about those who fail to value what they have, what make use of their talents, skills, etc. Can you imagine? There was a man who was always disgusted at his wife's constant singing and in and around the house. He constantly yelled at her and on a few occasions beat her up for being such a pest with her screechy high note voice. His wife was out one day and as usual was just singing away to herself when someone nearby heard her. He happened to be a foremost music producer. Fast forward to a few months later, her husband sent her packing out of the house. Then a few weeks afterwards, he did so. The producer called her in to sign a multi-million-dollar contract. The husband is begging to have her back now and regretting he ever disdained her voice. The reason being, when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. She further revealed, as Miss Eden, that years back, herself and a lot of Nigerians completed their high school education and had a gap year before entering into college. They used such year to play around to enjoy the freedom of being out of school for a while. Afterwards, a few of them went to learn some form of handiwork, i.e. tailoring, hairdressing, cookery, etc. Decades afterwards, a number of them are gainfully employed and doing more than one job, working with strict bosses and non-flexible work hours just to meet their financial obligations. Meanwhile, those that learned some forms of handiwork are doing what they love and making money from it. They are self-employed and living a very good life. In fact, these different scenarios shows one form of abuse or the other due to lack of knowledge. The man who did not value the wife's singing talent, the students who misused their gap year, hence they abused making use of their skills or talents. What are you abusing in your life right now because you do not know the purpose it's supposed to serve? I repeat, what are you abusing in your life right now because you do not know the purpose it's supposed to serve? Is it your time, your money? Is it your work or your relationships? This is a clarion call to take a reflective and purposeful look at your life right now. Ask yourself the following question: where am I not doing what I'm meant to be doing? When you find a problem, then you are at the verge of finding the solution. It will do you good to find your purpose or being on earth. God has placed you and I on earth not by accident, so we are all accountable to Him. So you and I must find our purpose and be established doing that very purpose God expects us to do, to be engaged with and to be involved with. Thank you so very much indeed for stopping by. Remember, do not disvalue working towards achieving your purpose. Take care, be focused, and be in charge. I'm Mrs. Sarah Louise T.K. Eze. Unstoppable success at Maximise Wealth. Bye for now and God bless.